Hey everybody, Ventress here, and welcome back to Ark Survival Evolved. Um, Had a lot of changes actually in the past week. Definitely been playing a lot more. Um, so let me do a quick show you of kind of what we've been working on. First of all, you can probably see this little lady right here, Rosie Cotton. Um, Named after Samwise Gamgee's love interest, because he did love him some Oliphants. So we're gonna get another one and name it Samwise, I think, to get the main bonus. Kind of a with the platform that you can mount on them, definitely becomes a mobile base. I mean, so you can get a lot of stuff on here. Um, can put in full sets of kind of whatever you want to, even a bed up here. So we're gonna kind of just testing out to see the size of what we can put on here, and get away with, and then we'll probably switch all this over eventually to metal. So that is that for right now. And pardon all the rainstorms that we've got going on here. Apparently, these are my sets of. These are my. What are these actually called? We call them frogs. Um, Beazle, Beazle something or others. Um, so yeah, we got to give them a level here. Melee damage, weight. We'll give you a bit more health. Bit more health. So our frogs, and I've got one here all saddled up. Show you how that kind of looks. Really cute. Number one, frogs a little bit unwieldy on land. You know, they hop pretty slowly. However, when they jump, they can jump really far. You know, easily jump over walls, without a problem at all. Whoa, made it over no problem. Um, so frankly, in some contests, if you were trying to get into somebody's base, you definitely could with a frog. Let's get out and going here. As well as when they get into water, they are super fast. So froggies get around very nicely in water. Um, why I have five of them, though, is because they have a couple different attacks. See if I can turn it around. No, not really. Um, they've got one attack, which is just a little biting, or a forward attack, rather. And then they have a lashing attack. So if you left click versus right click. Um, when you do these different attacks, on bugs, so whether they're the giant ant things or the giant dragonflies, when you do an attack on them, you collect cementing pastes, which are super annoying to make otherwise. Otherwise, you've got to take a whole lot of chitin. You have to take a whole lot of rocks, put them into put it into mortar and pestle, then mash it up, and then make cementing paste. And it takes forever. You have to gather all these resources. These guys, you run out with a full posse into the swamps where there are bugs aplenty, and you have an entire crew of them. Actually, I ran earlier with there. This guy's got 132 on him. Still has all this chitin too, so I can still make more. Grabbed hide, must have killed something else. 170, 276 over here. And I probably ran around for a couple minutes with these guys. Here's another 80 over on Jim Henson over here. So you do want to get them a little bit beefed up here. You want in general over 1,000 hit points on each one of them. So I've got Jim Henson, Frogger, Kermit, Chubtoad, and Highway Crossing Frog. Can you believe it? They wanted to call it Highway Crossing Frog. So yeah, We still have those same guys. Got Colbert, one of our Argentavis is over there. And we have an Argentavis that we haven't named her. Haven't named her yet. Haven't figured out what we want to name her. Big Bird was killed when I accidentally froze to death, and she disappeared because I was still mounted on her. So that is the tale of Big Bird. We also have some dire wolves now. We've got Moon, a level 93 dire wolf. Great thing about dire wolves is they do not require a saddle to ride. They're very, very fast, and they jump, well, when they're not getting stuck on everybody. Get out of the way. And they jump very far and very fast. Not nearly as high or, frankly, as far as the toads, but, you know, that's what we can do. So, I will be riding her later. Her, him. Moon is a female. Yep, I'll be riding Moon in a little bit. Get you up. What's up your moving speed? Not that much. Okay, a lot of health. Let's get your health up. So we got Moon there. We have Falcor, who's a much lower level. And we have Horus Lupercal, a mighty 100 level, a level 181. This guy is our bad boy right now. Love this guy. How did we get them? Because I surely probably would have gotten eaten alive with these guys. It's got 3,000 health. So much melee damage. So much more melee damage. Direwolves are awesome. They are probably some of the best ground mounts that you can have. I love them. So what we did, how we got these, is we made a taming den out here. Let's ride Argentavis. Maybe we can think of a name by the time we're done here. So what you can do, once you are able to ride Argentavises, once you're able to tame and ride an Argentavis, they have a very high carrying ability. The pterodactyls can carry very small things. They can carry things like dodo birds. They can carry people. So it is handy if you need to save a friend or transport someone else across a large area. Pterodactyls will get the job done for that. They can also grab Dilos, but that is about the biggest thing that they can grab and carry. However, Argentavises can carry much bigger objects like dire wolves, like raptors. So much handier for your mid-game or mid-level tames. So what we did is we put fence posts in the ground. And then on top of the fence post, that means that way you don't have to actually have a floor built. And then on top of that, we simply put up windowed walls, and then we threw a dino gate in, like so. So, what we are going to do is we are going to go find something that we want to tame, bring it back here, throw it in. It won't be able to get out. And we'll do a nice and easy tame. Lot safer than going and doing out in the open. And you can do things like... This is how I got all of the... this is how I got all of those toads earlier, rather than going and actually flying out or landing in the swamp and facing the Titan boas and everything. Kind of solo out there. You go out there, you scoop it up, and you bring it back home. So, I think we are going to find a raptor to tame. in general, if we don't find one in our valley coming up here, we can go from there. But we'll probably find one in the valley or shortly past it. You can see way up top there. You can. That is still. Oh no, that's just a ram. That's not. That's just a pterodactyl. Okay. All my other large predators are doing pretty well. There's the Quetzal. Quetzal's still flying around in this area. So I see a raptor there. Kind of lost it there. That's okay. There's a lot more of them out in the open farther down. So Argentavises, while they do have a much, much higher weight capacity, and they're able to carry a lot higher, they are significantly slower than your pterodactyls, so kind of have to bear with that when you're traveling around. But usually you're getting a lot more done with one passive Argentavis than you are with a pterodactyl. Nothing? Just a lot of Dilos down there. And a bunch of Sasquatches. Not really raptors over there. A lot of fights going on over there. Nothing too crazy. Rexes are a little too big for us to pick up. There's one. Let's see the level of that guy. Okay, always. Oh, that's a Carno. Oh, there we go. That's a level 12. Trying to get a higher level. Where did that other raptor go? Yeah, level 16, not really that exciting. It looks like we got a fighter over here. Another level 16 raptor. Nothing that's really, nothing that's that exciting. Nothing that's worth it. You know, if you don't have, I've had some problems honestly with keeping raptors alive. So I'm trying to find something that's a little bit higher than something in the teens, because they tend to just splat. Now, if I'm not mistaken, a Spinosaur is too big. Try it once. Oh yeah, too big. those Quetzals can pick up. Quetzals can pick up Spinos and um, Mammoths, which I think is a little too much if you ask me, but I didn't design the game. There we go. A level 112 Raptor. Let's see what sort of problems we can get ourselves into. Okay, first one we missed. Alright. Perfect. Level 112. Female Raptor. And she's not attacking, so even better. Usually they just kind of go into a stasis when you pick them up. I like to think that they're just that scared of what is going on, that they're being carried that high in the air. I probably should have landed and rested a little bit beforehand. So the last bit, if you see in the upper right-hand corner, her last bit of our Argentavis' stamina is kind of going away. So we'll see if we can get back. Otherwise, we just can't go back quite so fast. Hopefully we can get this done before nightfall. But I think we will be able to. So we'll take her back, drop her into our taming den, get her trapped in there, and then to make it a little bit easier, we are going to need some prime meat. So prime meat expires very, very, very fast. You can refrigerate it, and it still expires in minutes, rather than the seconds if you carry it. If a animal is carrying it, they will be able to keep it good for the longest out of anybody. So I like to have it but just about as fresh as you can. So show you kind of an area that happened to work out, not even on purpose, over by us. Your larger animals, your bigger predators, all will provide prime meat. In this case, Stegosauruses is about the smallest herbivore that will provide prime meat. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop off our raptor, jump on Horus, run back to our stone base that's slightly up the hill, kind of that's just underneath us right now. We'll fly, or we'll run back to there, and let's see if we can see them right here. For where I happen to be, Stegosauruses tend to get caught right in that little hook. I actually had made that, I think to tame something once, that little extra arm around it, so I could tame it and have it kept safe. And so we didn't really tear it all down. And Stegosauruses, because they need such a large turning radius, they get caught in there really easily. So it's kind of a fresh meat depot that happened to work out there. So sometimes it's those little things that you don't really plan on, and you don't really engineer them, that tend to work out the best. So almost back home. We got the sun going down. Almost there. drop her in. Now, I don't know if you saw that, but when I was close enough to the ground, she started attacking me. Yeah, again, I think it's because they kind of have it programmed in so that the animals freak out when they're that high up. Or it just could be some programming thing. So, jumping on Horus. You know what? Not jumping on Horus yet. We're going to come over here. First, we actually want to down her. So she's in there. She is pretty ferociously angry at us right now. Remember when taming initially, it takes a couple seconds. It takes about 5 seconds for the arrows to do what they need to do. So you don't need to sit there and pound in every single arrow that you can, and that is it there. So we want to quick. Okay. Sometimes when they're hanging out, they can. It's actually a little bit dangerous, but that's okay. There we go. Throw narcotic on. And we don't have any meat. So we need to quick kill something as fast as we can. So otherwise we're going to have a very angry untame. Well, we'd have to retame it again, but it's going to be hurt. All right. Run back over to here to where we got those two guys there. Oh, we got one here, and that way we're only having to fight and kill one. All right, we are all set. We can quick run back. We've got our meat. We've got our primal meat, which will make our raptor very happy. Stack primal or prime meat, not primal meat. Awesome. Ate it right away. Happy. So if you look, so we have a level 112 female raptor. Taming effectiveness is 99.4. So pretty good. Not utterly perfect, but pretty good. We got a remote use a few of these. That's more than enough. And so she's at level 112, and she's going to, when she tames, she will get plus 55 levels. So we're gonna have a pretty beast raptor because of this. So very cool. Taking a look down here at the torpor level. You want that torpor as high as you can throughout the entire tame. without going over, which is just wasteful. It doesn't really hurt if you have too much on there, but you're just wasting narco at that point. So I have it here, and I think I thought of a name. Oh, then never mind. We don't have her over here. I've got a name I think uh, for our Argentavis, but I got to think of a new name for our female raptor. Did you level up? Yes? No? Actually, yeah, she's probably gonna tame in a second. Oh, and here we go. We're gonna name her Blondie, because Blondie sang the song Rapture, and she's a raptor, and that's my logic. So when you tame an animal, they start off already following you, so you don't have to kind of make that happen. Hey, look at that. Thanks for not making me look horrible. I had a horrible time uh, getting the frogs out of there because they hop and have a horrible turning radius when they're in hop mode. Um, so that took me way longer. I ended up actually grabbing Argentavis and pulling them out. So I'll do that. Grab your meat so it can feed everyone else. Oh, it'll be good. You see that there's a lot of spoiled meat. I left meat on him. That's actually a good thing because in order to make narcotics, you need spoiled meats. Oh, a little bit of rubber banding. You need spoiled meat for the narcotics anyway, with the narco berries. So we've got lots and lots of it, but when making trank arrows and stuff, you just need so much of it. And bigger things require a lot of narcotic. So put that in there. But I think everything is pretty well full. And where is our Argentavis? Put that away, don't need to scare. And I think we are gonna name you... Change name. Miss Frizzle. Because you are a magic school bus. Well, thank you very much for watching this one. Hopefully you get an idea of how to make a small taming pen. A good thing about this is the idea works, or the application works, regardless of if you have an Argentavis or not. So what you could do is you could do something like build a ramp up, and just have a small human-sized door out the backside that's already open. So you could do something like attack a raptor, run up the ramp, have it chase you into it, fall down it, run through the back, and then close the door. I'd say a ladder, but you might get knocked off. So that idea definitely will work in principle with just about anything, with a lot of larger tames as well. You just have to be able to build it and kind of know that your prey is in the area and have the time to do it. So hope this helped you out. Hope it was fun to watch. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.